going on, everybody? This is Trend Kill Radio, a rock news show about all things rock except for when it's not. Brought to you by Slim Jims. Oh, yeah! And Burning Man. Way to think ahead, guys. Good job. Hope you don't drown in mud. Anyways, I'm your host, Sean Ryan.
And I'm Timothy.
And tonight we're doing a, there's not a lot of great news. Of course, it's hit or miss these days. So we're going to be doing a top 6 most upsetting, most absurd, most offensive.
Yeah, not even really not even like a real ranking order. This is just a bunch of stuff that is just not.
Yeah, he and I are each going to do 3 of songs that didn't age well. They just didn't. It was bad news. Right. But I mean, hey man, the 80s and 90s, they were a different time. If you're a younger person watching, you're going to hear words that are like, whoa, I can't believe they just tossed that around Parma.
Right. Well, I can believe they tossed it around Parma.
So can I lived in Parma Heights. Very white. Anyway, so let's just get it started. I think I'm gonna head off with the first one. Guns N' Roses, one of the biggest bands in history. Everything. I mean, I obviously really like this band. So they did a song off their second album before they were writing while they were writing Use Your Illusions. They had to, make the company happy. And after the success of Appetite for Destruction, they had to put out, another album, but it wasn't really the follow-up album to Appetite for Destruction. They just called this GNR Lies, and it had 8 songs, all acoustic, except for this song has actually got a little bit of distortion Slash is using. But if you are familiar with this band, you know the song, you know 1 in a Million, and some of the lyrics,
it sounds suspicious.
They go like this, like the hit. Here it goes. Police and that N-word.
That word.
That, you know what word I'm talking about.
Going into the inner city, and I'm going to yell the N-word. They respected me for saying it.
That's right. For some reason, I sang this next part. I don't know why. I'm sorry. Get out of my way. Don't need to buy none of your gold chains today. Immigrants and gay people, but not that word. They make no sense to me. They come to our country and think they'll do as they please, like start some mini Iran or spread some fucking disease, and they talk so many goddamn ways, it's all Greek to me. Lyrics by Axel Rose. Now this song was very controversial, that they even, their biggest, greatest hits box set or whatever, they took it off, because they were just like, it's a different time, I don't mean any of that stuff, it's way different now.
If the TikTok generation knew who Axel Rose was, he would be canceled.
I know. Luckily, they are all 14.
Yes.
Yeah, not a great look. Not a great look. Still a great song, but if you just try and block those lyrics out, you'll be all right.
That's a good melody.
Whatever. It had a good rhythm.
It kind of fucking is, man. All right, next up, Timothy, what you got?
All right. Let's take it in a little lighter direction in the nostalgia of the 90s, and something that crams a bunch of nostalgia of the 90s into one nice little package that Sean hates so much, but I adore. And that is Bare Naked Ladies, 1 Week. I mean, as a person that loves to pick out those little nuggets and appreciates the crafting of lyrics that yeah, let me pick this out of my ass here.
Tingleberry.
But all the little nuggets, references to things like, Harrison Ford, X-Files, Leanne Rimes, Sailor Moon. I mean, these are things that kids of the 90s loved, even though some of it's references to things that happened in the 80s and the 70s, but it's very 90s culture-centric, and yeah, you put that in front of a kid that's even 20 years old today, and right over their head, would not sail. But in its time, in its era, great stuff. I appreciated it very much.
Yeah. Again, this isn't the most controversial thing. This is just songs with lyrics that didn't age well. And I wouldn't even really call Bare Naked Ladies rock. I don't know what to call them. Wuss rock.
Crap rock?
Crap rock? Yeah. Okay, and next we have Aerosmith, Dude Looks Like a Lady. Now this song was actually inspired by Vince Neil of Motley Crue, because when he was young, he was thin. And he wore a lot of makeup with teased blonde hair. He looked like a chick or whatever. And so Steven Tyler sees this kid, it's probably around 84 or whatever, something like that. Yeah. And, he was struggling to find some lyrics. So he goes, dude looks like a lady. Yeah. Anyways, so he says, dude looks like a lady, so never judge a book by its cover. It's Who You Gonna Love by Your Lover, saying, love me put wise to her love in disguise. She had the body of a Venus lord, imagine my surprise. So, I mean, if he was talking about a real life experience, that's the surprise. Yeah, I'd be surprised too. You don't get off free from that. No, you don't. No, you don't. It's not cool, dude.
Well, some people get off free from that.
Don't trick people is the moral of my story, actually. Don't trick people, because that's a trick.
That's
you know
fair.
it is. All right,
It's
next. It's a trap.
Also keeping it light, there's not a lot to say about this one, but REM had a song, Star 69. I had to think for a minute about what that used to be. Do you remember what Star 69 was?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a very...
If someone called you during a prank or something like that, or someone called you and they hung up before you could hang up on them, you don't know who they are, someone's threatening you or something like that, you could hang up, pick the phone back up that was on the wall attached to a cord, and you would dial Star 69 and it would call them back.
Right.
It would. This is before caller ID. That
Yeah.
didn't happen until after Scream came out, actually.
Yeah.
What's that noise?
Oops. I farted. I didn't think you would hear me.
So, yeah, like you were wondering...
Hello? Dad, I don't like people playing on my phone.
Quit playing on my phone! Huh? Quit playing! Quit playing!
Right.
Yeah.
But now, I don't... Does it even work anymore?
I don't know.
Does it even work?
Maybe you can, wait. How about...
Here, you call me, and then I can try to dial Star 69 and see what it does. We're doing it live! Fuck it. Alright, we're gonna pretend that I don't have caller ID, and I'm like, who the fuck is this number?
I want you to answer, though.
Hello?
What are you wearing?
Khakis.
Oh, it sounds so fucking hot.
Yeah.
What's underneath those khakis?
A second pair of khakis. If I dial Star 69, what does this do? It does not work anymore.
Wow! I didn't know that would be a thing. But I mean, why would it be? Okay, my last one is going to be Winger. She's only 17. Or, oh no, this is called 17, but that's the lyrics. Winger was a crap rock band.
Wuss rock.
Wuss rock, yeah. It was ballad-centric, bad fucking hair metal, like... But I mean, the song is catchy, but it's totally about being into underage girls. The lyrics go, I'm only 17. 17! I'll show you love like you've never seen. Oh! She's only 17. 17! Daddy says she's too young, but she's old enough for me. He wrote these lyrics while he was 27 years old.
Right.
Claimed that he didn't know what, that she was underage or whatever. I'm sure. I am sure this is based on a real experience.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Like, I mean, we've talked about a lot of scumbag rockers on this show, but we've never talked about Winger. And you know what? It's time to drag them under the bus once again.
They just hung it out there right in front of everybody. It's like, yeah.
I know. You know what, dude? Fucking Ty from Power Man 5000, formerly of Power Man 5000, he just, he was just like, oh, yeah, I almost missed the Winger show at Whiskey, the Whiskey A Go-Go the other night. I'm like, why are you going? They kind of got canceled because Kip Winger was, before canceling was a thing, Kip Winger was kind of a douche. And I think he even started a little war with Metallica, which is bad to fucking do. Yeah, even back in the 80s when they didn't have as much power as they do right now. Yeah, it didn't bode thee well for Kip Winger and crew. But they're still around touring, coming to a fucking state fair with corn dogs and shit near you.
Just ending it out with a bang with tons of incorrectly, politically incorrect gems. I forgot even these lyrics were in that song just because it was probably phased out.
Really?
Yeah.
No, dude, I heard this last summer on 98.5 WNCX here in Cleveland while I was going to get something from the gas station. Dude, they still say the word.
Wow, really?
Uncensored.
Wow. Okay.
It's been a year, so I don't know if it's changed, but no, it is. They still do it on the Oldies channel, which is, I'm seeing a lot of bands that I grew up with and oldieing me.
Yes. So just to go through the lyrics, and the word that I'm going to blank out, I'm just going to opt to say bundle of sticks. I want my MTV See the little bundle of sticks with the earring and the makeup? Yeah, buddy. That's his own hair. That little bundle of sticks got his own jet plane. That little bundle of sticks, he's a millionaire. We got to install microwave ovens, custom kitchen deliveries. We got to move these color TVs.
All right, say it with me now. We've got to move these refrigerators. We got to move these color TVs. Most of you don't know that TVs used to weigh 300 pounds.
Yeah.
And, yeah. But yeah, the word in question, yeah, it's slang for gay. If you're, you know, it's something that your stepdad says when the Browns lose.
English slang for a cigarette.
Yes. All right, but that is it. Thank you guys so much, very much, for watching this episode of Trendkill Radio. I appreciate you guys watching, but please be sure to subscribe, hit your notifications, like it, comment. You know, what lyrics do you hear that are like today, like, whoa, bro, you shouldn't have done that?
Yeah, put some of that in the comments.
I mean, I am sure there are some underground dudes out there watching this show going like, oh, I got one.
Oh, yeah.
And make sure it's clean, because otherwise it won't go over the YouTube, you know, the commentary section.
Use your asterisks to censor yourself.
You know, say it's another word for something. But thank you guys so much for watching once again. Yeah, like, subscribe, hit your notifications. I'm Sean Ryan.
I'm Jimothy.
And this has been Trend Kill Radio. Okay, so like I looked all these lyrics up on Apple Music, and they give you the lyric thing, and it'll scroll along with the song, and the F word, that is totally allowed in the lyric sheet of Guns N' Roses and Dire Straits, but I looked up the N word, you know what I'm talking about, and it's got little asterisk scars.
Okay.
It says N, and then blah, 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 blah. And then I was like, well, what about if we looked up if it was a rap artist? So I looked up Tupac, and still, N with a bunch of asterisks.
Interesting.
I was like, huh. I was wondering if they were trying to be racist. I was looking for it.